If the thought of raising your prices makes you anxious because you are afraid clients will walk away, this video covers exactly how to approach a price increase strategically. Most freelancers and consultants keep their prices flat for years because they are worried about the conversation, not because their current rates are correct. The reality is that your costs go up every year, your skills improve, and the value you deliver increases with experience. Holding prices static means your effective earnings decline over time. But raising prices the wrong way, with no communication, no justification, and no transition plan, can genuinely cost you clients. The difference is in the execution. We will walk through when to raise prices, how to communicate the change, how to handle existing clients differently from new ones, and what to do if a client pushes back. This is not about charging more for the sake of it. It is about pricing your services accurately as your business evolves. The first step is knowing whether a price increase is warranted, and the answer is usually simpler than you think. Pull up your margin tracker or look at your last 5 projects and ask 3 questions. First, are my margins below my target? If you are aiming for a 35% margin and your last 5 projects averaged 22%, your pricing is not covering your true costs and a price increase is not optional but necessary. Second, has my delivery speed improved? If a service that used to take you 25 hours now takes 18 because you have better templates and processes, your cost floor has dropped but the value to the client has not. You can either keep the current price and enjoy a higher margin, or raise the price to reflect the improved efficiency and reinvest the extra revenue. Third, has the market moved? If competitors offering similar quality are charging 15 to 20% more than you, your pricing signals lower quality to informed buyers even if your work is equivalent. There is also a softer signal that is worth paying attention to. How often do prospects say yes immediately without negotiating? If every single prospect accepts your price without any discussion, you are probably underpriced. A healthy close rate for service proposals is typically between 40 and 70%. If your close rate is 95%, it means almost no one considers your price high, which usually means it is too low. Once you have confirmed that a price increase is justified, decide on the amount. Small increments are easier for clients to absorb than large jumps. A 10 to 15% increase applied annually is more sustainable than a 40% increase every 3 years. If your current package is $2,000, raising it to $2,200 is a $200 change that most clients will accept without friction. Raising it to $2,800 from $2,000 feels like a different product entirely and requires more justification. The communication around a price increase matters more than the increase itself. How you tell clients determines whether they accept it, push back, or leave. There are 2 separate conversations, one for new clients and one for existing clients. For new clients, the change is simple. You update your pricing on your proposals, your website, and your sales conversations. New clients have no anchor to compare against. They evaluate your price based on the value you present and the market context they have researched. You do not need to explain that you raised your prices. You just present the current price. For existing clients, the process requires more care. Start with advance notice. A minimum of 30 days before the new price takes effect gives the client time to budget, ask questions, and adjust. 60 days is better for retainer clients or clients who plan budgets quarterly. The communication itself should include 3 elements. First, acknowledge the relationship. Something like we have been working together for 14 months and I value. The partnership sets a tone of respect, not transaction. Second, state the change clearly. Our monthly retainer rate will move from $3,000 to $3,300 starting on a specific date removes ambiguity. Third, briefly explain the reason. This could reference increased delivery quality, expanded scope within the package, market alignment, or investment in tools and processes. You are not asking for permission. You are informing a business partner about a business decision. What you should not do is apologize for the increase. An apology frames the price change as something you are doing wrong, which undermines the value you deliver. You also should not offer a discount preemptively. If a client has a concern, let them raise it before you start negotiating against yourself. A useful tactic for long-term clients is a loyalty transition. Instead of applying the full increase immediately, offer existing clients a smaller increase now with the full rate taking effect in 3 to 6 months. For example, new clients pay $3,500 for the package starting next month, but your rate moves to $3,200 now and $3,500 in 6 months. This rewards loyalty while still moving your pricing to where it needs to be. Handling pushback is the part most freelancers dread, but it happens less often than you expect. There are 3 common scenarios. Scenario 1. The client says the new price is outside their budget. The response is to discuss scope adjustment. You might reduce deliverables, extend the timeline, or remove an add-on to fit their budget. This preserves the relationship while maintaining your per-unit margin. Scenario 2. The client asks why the price is going up. Be prepared with a concise answer: improved delivery processes, better tools, and market alignment. Keep it factual. Do not over-explain. Scenario 3. The client threatens to leave. If a client's decision is based entirely on price, they are a price-sensitive buyer who will eventually leave when a cheaper option appears. Express understanding, offer scope adjustment, and if they still choose to go, end the engagement professionally. Losing one price-sensitive client while raising margins on the rest is usually a net positive. Here is a timeline for your first price increase. Week 1. Review margin data and decide the amount. Week 2. Update proposals and website for new clients. Week 3. Draft the communication to existing clients with the effective date, new rate, and explanation. Week 4. Send with at least 30 days notice. In most cases, 80 to 90% of clients accept a reasonable increase without friction. The rest either adjust scope or transition out. Price increases are a normal part of running a service business. Your clients' software vendors, landlords, and suppliers all raise prices regularly. You should too. Product-based service playbook helps freelancers, consultants, and small agencies turn custom work into repeatable, packaged services. The channel explains pricing, scoping, delivery systems, onboarding, retainers, margins, and processes for building a service business that scales without trading more hours for more revenue. This video is general service business education, not a guarantee of revenue, pricing power, clients, retainers, margin, reduced workload, or business results. Outcomes vary by niche, skill, positioning, demand, delivery quality, client needs, and sales process.